Why does someone asking me "Are you okay?" make me feel like crying?
This has happened to me a couple times. You subconsciously have something bothering you. Maybe a recent event or just some stress. Or maybe it's nice someone cares, or both. Either way, it is a good release of emotion. Smile.
Because you're not okay.
My doctor stopped, looked over his glasses at me and made a concerned face when he said that to me. I convulsed as I started to cry. I couldn't stop. It was like a wave overtook me. He was extremely kind and went out of his way to help me in ways I didn't know I needed. I think I just needed someone I respected to care enough to ask while I was in a place where it was acceptable to let go. Didn't know how not okay I was until someone really asked.
Because maybe you're not okay and it's hard to open the door to explaining why not and being vulnerable. That happens to me too, but I would cry instantly. I hope you don't feel bad about it. It's very okay.
Because someone cares and you are not used to that anymore. So it reminds you of your stress that you got used to instead. Hey, take care of yourself. Sometimes it is okay to quit things that just are not for you.
This happens to me all the time and I believe I've figured it out, on a personal level. 1. Because I'm not okay deep down. 2. I'm autistic and if I'm put in the spotlight I get mega anxiety. So if I'm not okay deep down plus anxiety I can't control my emotions.
Because you're not, you need to share your pains and problems with a confidant. Could also be a fear of being vulnerable in front of others. Sometimes we want to appear strong to others, and knowing that someone has noticed a weakness in your shell is scary. It's okay to open to others, we all have problems. Sharing vulnerability can even forge stronger relationships, because you're sharing your real self. There are many possible answers. Maybe people don't ask you that a whole lot and that empathy that you are not used to is overwhelming. Maybe you're going through a lot of stuff but don't know how to put it in words and that makes you want to cry since you have no other way of expressing your emotions. Maybe something completely different.
This happened to me once. Someone I've known for a long time saw me last year and was like, dude, I haven't seen you in a long time. I miss you so much. Are you okay? And that's where I almost cried on the spot. She asked me so sincerely that I actually became very emotional. First time that's ever happened to me. I think it's because we're actually not okay.
Because your body is literally like finally some help.
Because by asking the question "Are you okay?" they are implying you will be safe if you open up and be vulnerable in that moment. Normally we hold back tears because we don't want to feel vulnerable if we don't feel safe doing so.
Along the same lines, I had something weird happen to me during a class in grad school and I never forgot it. It was a class on Gestalt therapy. And we were to role play with our classmates. One being the patient and one being the therapist. This happened every class. So as a shy person, I was always nervous when class started. So much that I would feel adrenaline run through me and I would also feel sick sometimes. Anyhow, the professor started off class with a small lecture on how to respond and how to interpret when patients used certain phrases, such as, "I feel like I've been through the ringer," or, "I feel like I don't have a leg to stand on." When she mentioned these, I immediately started laughing and couldn't stop. It was like I was outside of myself. I was picturing someone actually going through a ringer. And I was picturing someone falling over because their legs gave way suddenly. Which are both things I would never have laughed about prior. I could not stop laughing and giggling, and as I did, more and more giggles came. Someone in the class said, "It's okay. She's just releasing tension." And then I realized that that was exactly what it was. I was so nervous about the upcoming role plays, etc. in the class that I had so much built-up tension in my body. It was such a strange experience, but it happens sometimes and now I can recognize when it happens. to others, like when they laugh at weird times, etc. So I feel like this is similar. We have so much built-up emotion that when we are asked if we are okay, it opens the floodgates and the tension can finally be released. For me that day, it was the idioms that the professor mentioned. Yeah, maybe there is something that needs to come out even if you don't consciously know it. The first time I tried meditation, Tara Brach, I cried and had no idea why. I would guess you're not okay, and maybe you even feel like no one cares. So when someone does ask, "Are you okay?" it triggers a response of, "Wow, someone actually does care."
Probably because you want to vent out and have someone listen to you / care for you.
Are you okay?
For me, it's because this highlights that I'm not okay. It brings something to the surface. I'm comfortable packing everything away, hidden from everyone. I'll deal with it later. Or not. But someone comes up and asks you, makes that pop right up unexpectedly. This happens to me too, and I think it's a combination of whatever's bothering me in the first place, plus overwhelming gratitude and a feeling of indebtedness to whoever cares so much about me that they're willing to deal with me in that fucked up emotional state.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.